Between Noelle, Chummy, and Ghost, who should you be picking in your Season 2 Gateway of Reunion? Today we're going to break it down, but I will say this season is a lot more obvious and you lot know by now, but it's mostly going to be Noelle. However, I do feel like a lot of people summoned for her already, and I've gotten a lot of comments, so we're going to focus on more of like hypotheticals about who you should be going for if you've already pulled certain amount of characters. But if you're a person that hasn't summoned yet and you haven't gotten Noelle, then make sure to get her. But what if you've already gotten Noelle? Do you go for dupes or do you try and get one of the other characters? So today we're going to break that down, but boys, before we do that, one, if you're new, subscribe and also like the video. But we have a new coupon code. However, this is only for the US players. If you go towards the megaphone right here and go towards the coupon redemption, you can actually put in this code right here. If you put this code in, BCMS2 gift 1, you're going to get some free stamina. Nothing too crazy, but definitely worth doing anyway. Once again, this is only going to work on the US server. So if you're in Europe, unfortunately, it's not going to work. However, there might be some European codes out there from the French community because I think they might be getting some. So definitely look around. Okay, so I'm going to put this at the start of the video because I realize a lot of people are still new to the game and answer some comments that I know I'm going to get. How do you get more keys? Well, you can only get one every 20 days. As you can see, if you do your advanced missions, you're able to get one universal dupe, which is very, very nice, and also as well one actual key. And you do have to do these challenges, and all of them are relatively easy. The only long and time-gated one is the fact that you do have to do your final dailies for 20 days. This should be the last challenge you do, so I wouldn't worry about the other ones too much, but yeah, you want to make sure that you do your dailies every single day for 20 days. So when a new season does roll around, you can instantly just get that new character because it still takes around 3 days to finish this, right? You can see the chum missions right down here. I can't get her straight away, even though I've gotten the key for another 2 more days until I do actually finish my daily missions 3 times in a row. But thankfully, to get this new key after season 2, so this is the season 3 key basically, you can see it's going to take 20 days. And as you can see by the standard summon, the season will last 27 days. So we have more than enough time, and you can even skip some days, even though I don't recommend it, but you will have way more time this time to get the season 3 key. Also, I've gotten this comment a few times as well. You can buy another key with actual paid crystals, not the free ones basically, and you can't use more than 1 key per season. This is for the people that are behind and let's say take a break, come back to the game and want to get that free character, but have to wait like 10 to 15 days before they can get another key for the season. So at this point, you can just cop up the money so you can technically catch up to everyone else because yeah, I don't believe they do that on JP. So yeah, if you miss a day, you fall behind. So yeah, Noelle, if you don't have her, make sure to get her. She is the one you want to get, just undoubtedly. But like I said, what if you only pulled her? Do you go for a dupe or do you try and get other characters? Now, I will say out of the 3 characters, this is the order I'll rank them. Noelle obviously being 1, Charmy being 2nd, and Ghost being 3rd. As you can see my account, I have pulled Noelle and Ghost, so I do need to get Charmy, and I'm getting Charmy. I'm not going to waste this actual free key on getting a dupe for Noelle because I can always do that in the future. While the dupe would be nice because mine is actually 2-star. Actually 1-star. She's 1 away from 2-star, which will unlock that passive, which you really want, by the way. You want to get the 5-star, but getting a 2-star is going to be very, very good. So I do need another copy of her, but I'm waiting until we get Julius to see how my summons go and see where I can spend my actual duplicate shards. So yeah, if you don't have Noelle, then pick up and you kind of move on. But I do want to stress the fact that Charmy is another character you want to get. Noelle is obviously broken, so there's going to be like a new little team that's going to form a little bit where it's going to be 4 mono blue. It's going to be Mars, it's going to be Lotus, Charmy, and also Julius, the Wizard King. A full mono blue team, a really tanky team, constant heals from Charmy because this is a AoE heal, by the way. I mean, bear in mind, the SR1 we all love and like, right? She's like kind of insane, and she does a single target heal every 2 turns. This is healing everyone at a much less degree, by the way, but still, it's constant heals through this skill too. If you do dupe her out, which I'm assuming you're not going to dupe her out, you're getting it for free, but once again, more just free passive heals. But I'd say the biggest thing as well to make that team even better, it's a skill page. Now, I would say our oldest season 2 characters, she is the only character you want to get the skill page for because it does drastically buff the character. Noelle, for example, just gets a chance to heal herself or an ally if they have a bar. It's useless. I'm not going to talk about it. But like this one right here, if you do actually apply it towards herself, you're going to grant allies increased critical damage resistance for level 3 for 2 turns. And you can keep applying it every single 2 turns as well. Guaranteed, not even a chance. And that just means it's harder to crit you, right? And the blue team, already quite tanky. This is going to make that team a lot better, and she is going to be another reason why this mono blue team even forms. Now, should you summon for a skill page, I wouldn't do this banner, definitely not. You're better off going for the character, and if you get the skill page while summoning, like I did, I pulled the skill page 3 times, bro, before putting the character once. I haven't even pulled a character, but without even getting a character, like this banner is just useless. And to be fair, the skill page effect isn't that good, to be honest with you, lot, but the effect it does towards Charmy herself is actually very, very good, so you want to make sure you get that one. You can't get it for free, but if you buy a battle pass, you can guarantee it, which is probably something I actually recommend doing if you really want to use Charmy. Ghosh as a character is actually very, very good. Despite him being the worst out of the 3, that doesn't make him a bad character. The others are just that good, right? And I've been sleeping a little bit. I'm going to max him out a little bit soon and try him out because, yeah, this actual buff skill is, from my memory, I think one of the only characters that can do it right now where you can buff both magic and attack by quite a lot as well, 50%. But I think you can work your way around him. I don't think you necessarily need him. Like, no one's doing what Noelle's doing, and recently no one's really doing what Charmy is doing, especially for what she wants on her team. But Ghost, for example, I think you can work your way around him. Sally, for example, can buff up magic attack by a lot more, but obviously only magic attack and only for one single person. So it's not really the best, like how Ghost can buff up the whole team, but it's a lot less, right? But typically when you're playing PvP or even just doing some PvE boss fights, you kind of want to focus on one single DPS, especially early game when you don't have that many characters built up. So yeah, you can technically avoid Ghosh and just simply go for Sally here. But of course, Sally only buffs up magic attack, where William, for example, can do the exact same, but then buff up the actual attack here, so you can use on someone like, obviously, you know what, Yami, or obviously Asta. So once again, I feel like there's ways around Ghosh. Like, it's certain content, if you need to use a certain character, if you don't have Ghost, you can go towards other character. But if you don't have Noelle, well, there's no one to replace her. If you don't have Charmy, I mean, you can say you can bring Mimosa, but she's not doing the constant heals. This is a 3-turn cooldown. It does heal a lot more in one burst, but it's not the constant heals. Plus, she is green right now. So if you don't bring another Noelle in the PP meta, then she is going to die very, very quick. Where Charmy, on the other hand, can support her team in the mono blue team and just be a really, really good support with the constant heals and also critical resistance buff. Like, yeah, this is another good character. So yeah, boys, that is going to wrap up today's video. Once again, I still think you should go for Noelle, but if you are missing Charmy, maybe avoid getting that another Noelle dupe and definitely try and pick up the Charmy, because you do not want to miss her. Season 2 characters, they don't return hardly. They do return a few times on other banners like in the future. However, they will be just a rerun banner. And if we're like 5-6 seasons in the future and we're about to get like Black Asta and a first character, you'd rather summon for the new characters. So I do recommend right now, while these characters are new and hot, definitely go in and try and get them and pick up Charmy or Noelle if you don't have either one of them. So boys, thank you for watching today's video, and yeah, peace.